Dann machen wir gleich weiter. Komplexität ist der Feind der Sicherheit. Das hat Bruce Schneider schon vor über 20 Jahren gesagt. Er ist Computersicherheitsexperte und das ist eben auch heute noch so. Fehlende Expertise und begrenzte Budgets, das ist das, was Sie wahrscheinlich tagtäglich beschäftigt. Und wie man dem begegnet und gleichzeitig eben noch die Sicherheit für die Nutzer erhöht, das erfahren wir in den nächsten paar Minuten. Er ist der CSO von CATO Networks und ich freue mich sehr, dass er hier ist. Please welcome up on stage, Yishai Yovel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, everybody. Hopefully it's not too late in the day to go through another presentation of the fascinating story of SASE. I'm Yishai Yovel. I'm part of the founding team of CATO Networks. We've been around since 2015, and I joined on day one. And I saw the evolution of this amazing category, which I hope you'll find interesting. So what's our mission? Our mission is to deliver world-class networking and security capabilities to any organization. Typically, customers correlate if you have more people, more resources, more money, then your security will be better. We are leveling the playing field. We want to give great security to everybody. We have over 1,800 enterprise customers, 30,000 locations under management, more than 600,000 users, in 150 countries. We raised over $500 million in funding, so we're very well-funded a startup with 800 employees. The problem CATO is solving is infrastructure complexity. It's not a point problem in security. It's not about the next threat, which typically creates yet another point solution. If you visited RSA in San Francisco, you see all these point solutions. Basically, we have a problem that was never addressed. 1999, Bruce Schneider says security, the enemy of security is complexity. 2019, Gartner says the same thing. So 20 years passed, we still have very complicated infrastructure. And you can see, I'm sorry, I think we jumped one more. What you see here is all these point solutions being built over the years to address different use cases: cloud security, network security, endpoint security, different threat vectors, and then we have XDR in the end trying to make sense of all of it. This is very difficult for many organizations to own and to run and to operate. So CATO's innovation is cloud convergence. We take these point solutions, basically their capabilities, not the point solutions themselves, and we've converged them into a cloud service. And this cloud service objective is to give security and optimization for the entire business anywhere in the world with as little as possible work for the end customer or the partner that needs to manage the network. We want to take work away from you, not to give you more work, okay? That's the objective of CATO. And this was 2015. In 2019, Gartner came up with SASE. We said that SASE is inspired by CATO. CATO is SASE. CATO is the SASE company. We built the architecture, the platform, the cloud infrastructure with SASE in mind. Of course, we talked a lot to Gartner. 2019, Gartner said, customers demand simplicity, security, speed, and the way to achieve it is by converging the networking and the security point products that have been piled up all over the years into a single thing, okay? That's the single vendor SASE market. It has a lot of velocity, a lot of interest because it's very important. How do we do it? This is a very simple 1, 2, 3 type thing. We connect the resources of the enterprise, the branches, the data centers, the cloud data centers, the users, into a single network in the cloud. All the traffic between these locations, or these edges, and the internet, and between themselves, is inside the CATO cloud. Once we have the traffic inside the cloud, we can enforce security policies on that traffic, okay? And we'll talk a lot about that. And because we have all the traffic and all the security delivered by CATO, we can also do a single pane of glass, single management, single policy set, so you don't have to manage multiple consoles, multiple policies, multiple products to achieve the outcome of a secure network. These are some of the customers that CATO kind of amassed. You can see here some brands that you know well from the region, like Swissport and Sixt, where we have 1,000 rental kind of agencies in DACH under management. Swissport is more than 350 locations all over the world, all of the ground stations, everything connected to CATO and secure by CATO. You can see different types of customers. Some of them have many people. Some of them need a lot of capacity. The thing that is common to all of these customers is that they have big requirements. They need to do big things in their network, mission-critical applications, uptime, security, all over the world, in China, in Vietnam, in Europe, in US, and they don't have the resources to do it. So they need something that will allow them to deliver to the business what the business needs, even though they don't have the resources to do it in the traditional point solution by point solution way. This is an example of one of our largest customers, Vitesco Technology. It's a 9 billion euro automotive manufacturing business that is headquartered in Regensburg in Germany. And they basically spun off from a larger company, Continental AG, into a separate public company. And they made a decision to run their entire infrastructure on CATO. So we are their global SD-WAN with multiple gigabit links, the global backbone that connects the entire business, a full security stack that secures everything, 26,000 ZTNA remote access clients, basically one platform that is managed by a team that is about 10% headcount for what Continental was using to run their infrastructure. This is a Hafele. Hafele is a family-owned business in Germany that was attacked by ransomware. It has been publicized. It's not confidential in any way. And basically, CATO came off a POC, a successful proof of concept in Hafele, and they got hit by ransomware just as we finished it. So it's not our infrastructure, but they've asked us to help them recover. Within 2 weeks, CATO deployed 180 sites in 50 countries to connect and secure the entire Hafele network, basically a green network coming off a red network that was totally encrypted and compromised. They built 8,000 endpoints with CATO's ZTNA clients, which allow them to do secure access into this new network. The forensic team could come in and do the work, and they're up and running. The velocity and speed in which CATO can deploy a platform to connect and secure an organization of this footprint is very unique. Okay, it's very unique. Legacy technologies cannot move so fast, and this is something that we're very proud of. So how do we do it? The first thing is that we have re-architected the stack of point solutions you see here on the left into a single piece of software that can handle any traffic flow from any endpoint going left to right. Basically, all of these engines process all the traffic for all the use cases that you want in in network security that are covered there. Secure Web Gateway, CASB, DLP, IPS, everything is run in a single path. All of these engines can access all the relevant information about the traffic flow, the network attributes, the data payload, the application that is being accessed, the identity of the user associated with the flow. So we can actually make very granular decisions about how to process and protect the data. And then we took that piece of software, the single pass cloud engine, and we deployed it across a huge global cloud that we have built. So it's available to process any traffic from any resource in any organization, anywhere, with very little latency. The second element is the cloud. We built a cloud that is physical, bare metal. optimized to run huge workloads, very high speeds, and we're not dependent on the hyperscalers. Their compute, their global footprint, our global footprint is much larger than AWS and Google and Azure, because we can be in secondary market, in tertiary markets, wherever the customer needs a point of presence from CATO, we have that. We maintain 5.9 availability on this cloud, and we're committing to it. We actually handle all traffic. We support both traffic going to the cloud and to the internet for security, but also east-west traffic that is latency sensitive, audio, video, remote desktop. We are the only company that actually solve these two problems together. A network that is telco grade, that deliver 5.9, no packet loss on mission-critical applications, and being able to secure that traffic and evolve the security at a very high speed. It's very separate. It was never done before in this way, and we're able to do it. So more than 80 points of presence from China and Australia all the way to EMEA and the US across the coast. You can see the distribution. The third element is the data. The space accesses real-time traffic information, events, decisions. These are all they're all going up into our cloud, and we build a huge data lake that allows us to optimize the security posture. I want to focus here on one thing that is important, which is we are maintaining the security posture, not you. We build the signatures and the heuristics, we test them so they don't break traffic, and we deploy them in production. 48 to 72 hours, any vulnerability that comes out that is relevant to network security, we mitigate. Most customers didn't even have time to hear about these things. Okay, so we are making sure that this cloud actually stops the threats that are basically running in the wild right now. Last element, all traffic in all directions. Some solutions only focus on web traffic, some on cloud traffic. Others are sitting on-prem, don't have good visibility to cloud traffic. CATO built a solution that takes care of all the traffic. Visibility is essential. What you don't see, you don't protect. We see a lot. And it's given. So cloud to cloud, user to cloud, branch to physical on-prem data center, to the cloud. All of these directions, everything is covered. And this is basically the four elements that I just covered. The convergence of capabilities, the cloud, the optimized cloud, the data, and the use case coverage. We're not the only one that said that we actually have a very unique architecture. This is a quote from Gartner. It's on record in a newspaper article on the web. Basically, the lead analyst of SASE is saying that CATO is the most notable vendor from a software architecture perspective, and we were the one that basically invented the SASE concept. So essentially, the cloud, we just talked about that. I want to make a point here before I'm getting closer to the end. Some customers say, we don't want the whole thing. You are able to address SD-WAN and security and remote access. We want to start in a smaller footprint. So this is the use case for what is known as SSE, or the only cloud-based security. What you see here is this is the CATO cloud with all of its features, all of its capabilities, all of its optimization. You can connect to it from existing infrastructure elements that you have. Firewalls, routers, things that can open up IPsec tunnels into our cloud. We can secure that traffic without actually owning the on-prem pieces. We obviously we can add remote access clients, so you can deploy us in a remote access capacity only. And obviously, we can connect your clouds and secure the access to the internet. If the customer actually wants us to take over the entire thing, this is the definition of SASE, meaning both SD-WAN and cloud-based security. We basically deploy CATO sockets. These are our SD-WAN devices. They are available. It's world-class SD-WAN capability, working all the way up to 5 gig links from a single location. This is an industry leading number. No SASE platform can handle 5 gig links 5 gig tunnels going into the security cloud with full decryption, all security engines working. This is very, very unique. So this is the total SASE platform, right? So we can do the security element, we can do the network element. So this is my last slide. Basically, why SASE? SASE is about simplicity and agility. You want something done. You want to open up a new location in a new geography, M&A, to bring in an organization into your business. It's very, very easy to do with this platform, with this framework. It's simple to manage. As I mentioned, it's high performance. And also, it's actually using existing budgets that you have in the business for connectivity, for security. As you converge those elements, you can come up with a much simpler, much faster, very secure platform that can basically accommodate the business and grow with the business very effectively. So thank you very much for listening. Our booth is over there, and we'll be happy to discuss this further. Thank you very much.
Yishai, thank you so much. Can you tell us what is the main reason actually to consider transformation to a SASE platform?
So the main thing is agility. It's really being able to come as IT people, as security people to the business and say yes instead of no or yes in 3 months. The velocity, the business velocity that is created by SASE as a cloud delivered service is a huge business enabler. And I think that's one of the reasons to consider it, even before we talk about the weekends you don't have to spend at work with maintenance windows, patching and upgrading physical infrastructure components, right? That's a personal benefit. The business benefit is speed.
And I see it in your eyes. You're a big fan of it.
I'm a huge fan of it, yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And as
much.
you told us, we're going to find you at the booth.
Right.
Am I right?
Thank you very much, guys.
Yishai, thank you so much.